video is presented by the Game Changers program. A massive thank you to EA Sports FIFA for sending me to the FIFA 19 capture event in Berlin, where they paid for my travel, accommodation and food and allowed me to capture early FIFA 19 content. What's up guys, Tobiias here and welcome to the first FIFA 19 video on my channel. Massive thanks to EA for flying me over to Berlin for the last few days, where they gave me early access to FIFA 19 and I was allowed to record a lot of content for you guys. So for the next day and a half, you can expect a brand new video on my channel every 2 hours, and we're kicking things off right now in this video with how to start FIFA 19's Ultimate Team. Now, every single year there are a few tips and tricks which you can do to maximize the players coming into your club, the coins that you're collecting, and even things like fitness and contracts are extremely valuable at the start of FIFA 19. So I'm hoping in this video I can try and help you guys maximize the amount of coins and just make things a lot more easy for when you are starting this year's Ultimate Team. So as you can see behind me, I've jumped straight into a brand new account. This is the bronze squad that I do have behind me. First things first, you just want to bring in a few of the gold players, try and maximize your chemistry as much as possible. The next thing you then get allowed to do is you're allowed to bring in a lone player to your squad. Make sure guys, when it pops up saying would you like to bring in a lone player into your squad, you have to select a player. Make sure to select a striker. I've accidentally wasn't concentrating in previous years and I've selected like a goalkeeper, and it's given me a lone goalkeeper, which at the start of Ultimate Team you need as much help as possible, and bringing in a lone goalkeeper isn't too much help. So as you can see here, I went straight for the striker spot and I'm just weighing up which player should I bring into the team. We're looking at Griezmann here. You do get Griezmann for 3 games, you get the likes of Aguero for 4 games, you get Luis Suarez for 2 games. As you can see, the different ratings of the players do allow you to have the player for a different amount of games. I wanted to go for Griezmann, however you only got him for 3 games, and I thought going with Aguero, who is still a very good striker, as you can see 89 rated this year on FIFA 19, I would rather go with Aguero and get 1 extra game on him to use him in my team, opposed to if I went for Suarez, which you only get him for 2 games, which isn't too much help, and if you go for Griezmann for 3 games, which I mean 3 games is going to help you massively, but I would rather go for Aguero and get those 4 games instead of the 3. So once you get into Ultimate Team, then you do get to the welcome to foot objectives to complete. These are super easy. I'm going to be running through them all in this video. You get tons of different rewards, you get contracts, you get players, you get packs, you get coins, and a lot of the time every year a lot of people don't actually do them, and then they complain about not having many coins, don't have many players. You get packs, you get coins, and I actually think if you're clever about it, you can get yourselves up to around 8,000 coins for absolutely free at the start of Ultimate Team. And all you need to do is just follow the welcome objectives, and you also have the daily objectives. So first 3 days of Ultimate Team, for example, you can complete the 3 different days of daily objectives and you'll get some really nice rewards for them. So as you can see here then, we are just looking at our squad. We are mixing up the formation. My strongest formation is always 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I've spent a lot of time over the last 4 days, guys, playing Ultimate Team with really high rated squads, cheap, beastly squads as well. And just like last year, my favorite formation was the 4-1-2-1-2. So for this video, that is the formation that we are going to be rocking until we need to change it, which you'll see later on in the video. First up then, guys, once you have done that, I would definitely recommend heading over to the Catalogue almost as pretty much the first thing you want to do in the game, simply because, guys, if you've been playing Ultimate Team or even FIFA, you don't technically need to have played an Ultimate Team before, you will have received a higher level in the Catalogue. As this is a brand new account given to me by EA, you'll see that I am only level 1 inside the EA Catalogue. If you guys have played FIFA before, you don't even need to have played it that much. You will have been able to get up to a much higher level in that catalogue, and then that will allow you to unlock loads of different things, including coin boosts after every single game you play, and as well as that lone players. Now, speaking of lone players, this squad you can see behind me right now, we have Ronaldo up front, we have Messi up front, we've got Neymar on the left, we've got Salah on the right, we've got Dybala in the cam spot. Every single player that you can see in this squad right now is obtainable through the catalogue. So on my main account, I've been playing FIFA for many years. I could go straight onto Ultimate Team, having only been on Ultimate Team for FIFA 19 a matter of seconds, and I could get every single player that you see on your screen right now into my club. Yes, there'll be loans. You only get them for, depending on the rating of the player, I think you get Ronaldo and Messi for, I think it actually might be like 3 games. The lower rated players such as Glick, for example, the Polish centre-back, 83 rated this year, The lower the rating of the player, the more games you will be able to hold onto them for until their loan contract expires. So what we have done then, guys, we have just gone into the catalogue and I've just picked out a few of the players that I would like to stick their loan players into my club. Now, I am saying loan players. I was given an account by EA that does include every single player in the game. So I have stuck in here Dybala in the cam spot, Naldo at the centre-back spot, David De Gea. You guys can do this, but they are going to be loans when you guys do it. I just wasn't possible to do them for this video, so we are only going to be using the players that you saw that myself put into that squad there. We're only going to be using them as if they are loan players, and you'll see later on in this video the Aguero contract will expire. Another thing with Aguero, guys, when you do pick your starting loan player, you don't necessarily have to use them straight away. Sometimes it's better to complete all of these daily objectives and introductory objectives offline, and then that way you can just do it with your bronze players and you don't have to waste the contracts with Aguero, Suarez, Griezmann, whoever you do go for. And then once you do start getting into online games, then when the games do get a little bit more difficult, it would be worth to bring in, for example, your loan players and use them when you really do need them against people that you are playing online. So for this video, as I was at the capture event and I was recording this, the first video that I did do during the capture event, no one was playing online, so every single objective that we are completing in this video we are going to be playing offline, which again doesn't make a difference whether you complete these objectives online, whether you complete these objectives offline. The rewards are all the same. It literally doesn't make the blindest bit of difference whether you do it online or offline. So if you do it offline, just set the difficulty to amateur or semi-pro. You'll get a less amount of coins on some of the objectives, but it just allows you to do it super easy, and it means you can stick with your I know you get a few golds at the start of Ultimate Team. I think I got 3 in mine. And you can just use your bronze players and pick up the wins. Really, as you can see here, the first game that I did play, I smashed the computer 7-0. Didn't make a tiniest bit of difference. I actually put Aguero into the squad in that one, just so I could see what he was, what he did play like online. So the first game we actually did do a squad battle. That is create a squad done, buy a player done, play a match done. And as you can see, you do get a variety of different rewards. Now, don't forget to check the daily objectives as well. Sometimes people miss those and they just focus on the starter objectives. Daily objectives are also very rewarding. As you can see here, we got a Sentinel Chem style, which I know a lot of people will be like, who cares? But if you get a centre back in your squad that you're going to be hanging on to for a couple of games, that Sentinel Chem style will help you massively. So as we are completing these daily objectives, I have to score with I've already scored with an Englishman. So the next 2 that I have to do, I can't remember the starter objectives one, but the daily objectives. Okay, so it's make a debut with a player you have signed. You will have seen a couple of seconds ago we did actually have to buy a player off the market. Make sure you buy the cheapest possible one, because you are only getting 200 coins as a reward for buying a player off the market. So there's no point spending all your coins that you've just built up completing those objectives just to spend them on a player that you only get rewarded 200 coins. So make sure you're picking up a bronze player for as cheap as possible, which on the starting day of Ultimate Team you will be able to do. Here then, we have just gone ahead and opened ourselves a silver pack, which we did get as a reward for completing one of the objectives. You've been able to see there, one of the players was actually really nice as well. He had 90 pace on his silver card, and he obviously much better than the bronzes that are in my squad. He can easily be used as a really nice starter player for when you have started Ultimate Team. So here then, I went and put that French centre back that I did buy off the market to complete one objective. I had to play a player as a debut, so I did put him into a squad there and made his debut. And as well as that, in that debut game, I've also completed the Cross It objective. So the Cross It objective was a daily objective, new player debut was a starter objective, and then that does mean we have completed chapter 1 of the starter objective. So we just go over there to the daily objectives to collect our reward. Don't forget, guys, you can complete, as long as the objective is unlocked, you can do more than one objective in one game. So you saw there, even though I started, I played that game to play the debutant player, I also did complete another objective in the same game. So sometimes, as long as you've got them unlocked, you'll know if you have them unlocked because it shows you the reward. If they're locked, it will have a padlock next to it. And just keep an eye on that, because it's for timing wise, you can complete multiple objectives in one game, which just makes things 10 times easier because you don't have to play a lot of offline games if you are doing this offline. And I would recommend doing it offline because you never know if you just get matched up against someone that's an absolute beast online and they could absolutely slap you. So here you can see then we had to change our formation for a completion of an objective. Once you've changed it, you get the reward. Just change your formation exactly back to what it was previously and what your strongest formation is. So there we get a squad player fitness there actually. Getting fit then, next up we need to go and apply a fitness consumable to a player. So I've been playing with Dybala at the cam spot for a bit and you can see his fitness is only dropped down to 89, so it's 11 off max, well technically 10 off max fitness of 99 fitness. So that Dybala, for the video's sake, guys, is meant to be, as I did say, a loan. But I believe you get them for like a Dybala. I'd imagine you get for like 4 games or so. So you would still need to be putting fitness on some of your loan players. So here then you can see we get another loan reward pack for one of the objectives. And we get none other than Shinji Kagawa. Again, just like last year, here's another 83 rated centre attacking mid in this year. And even though it's a lone player, they're very, very important because you can bring them into your squad and they can help you massively for when you do, if you want to save them for when you do jump into online games. It's always nice to have an 83 rated Kagawa at the cam spot opposed to whichever bronze player you were given at the cam spot. So next up then, we're just completing more and more awards. Take your positions. Next up is the objective where you need to make sure every single player is in your squad is in their given position. So you can see here, I needed to try and, I actually didn't have a right back, which is why I've had to change to a 3 at the back formation here. I had a couple of bronze left backs. I had some bronze centre backs, but I didn't have no right back had been given to me at the start of this account. So I just changed to a 3 at the back formation, made sure everybody was in their given position, and that was 150 coins given to me. And then there we have completed chapter 2 of the starter objectives, and a reward for that is another silver pack. So we head over to the store, we get that silver pack open. Obviously this is the brand new pack animation for this year's Ultimate Team. When you do open gold packs, you will get the gold boards at either side of the player, which you saw for Kagawa, but for these what was this? Was his name Champagne? That was interesting. Right, match, league or nation between 2 players. So I literally just put 2 Argentinian players next to each other. You saw there that they were both bronze, or they might have been both silver. They were given to me in my starter squad, so that's absolutely fine. Contract extension then, 150 coins. Just head over to your squad, and you can see here I was giving my Dybala a contract extension. That was actually supposed to be a loan, so if that was a loan player, you wouldn't have actually been able to do that. So you'd have had to do it ideally to a player that you would have been keeping in the squad that you may have got. For example, that silver player that I did pack that had 90 pace, I would have put the contract on him as he was staying in the club for a little while. So we're over into the market here then. We just had to buy ourselves I believe I had to buy myself a contract extension. Buy a contract is actually an objective there as well, which we have just completed. And then next up, the last objective in this category of starter objectives is to head over to the Team of the Week and complete the Team of the Week challenge. Now this Team of the Week here, guys, isn't actually a Team of the Week that you're ever going to be able to see in the game, simply because this was the Team of the Week for when the game isn't out. So when the game does come out, the first Team of the Week will be completely different. So we beat that. I did bump up the difficulty a little bit. We only won it 2-0, but obviously the higher difficulty you play the Team of the Week or challenge on, the more coins you get back as a reward. So obviously you want to make sure that you win it, but as well as that, you also want to make sure that you're getting as many coins as possible. So my reward for that then, guys, was an 86 rated Edison from Manchester City. We actually did manage to get him for 6 games as well. Next up then, for completing that category, I think that was chapter 3 of the objectives, we did get I think it was a premium Serie A pack. So you can see there, 77 rated Italian goalkeeper Marchetti. Very nice. You want to be keeping everything in these pack, guys, even if they don't look too good to you and you don't think they're going to be starting in your starting 11 squad. For example, I'm still using my loan David De Gea for argument's sake. Make sure you keep them. Even keep your eye on the market. Day one, everyone will be trying to sell everything to try and get as many coins as possible. So that Marchetti, for example, someone might be building a really cheap Serie A squad for the start of their Ultimate Team account, and if you list it up, even for minimum you may be able to get a sale there and then bringing in some more coins. So here you can see I opened another pack and I got Niang, which is absolutely awesome. New signings, task complete. You have to head over to the market and buy yourself a player. Always go with the cheapest player possible on the market, guys. As I said earlier in the video, there's no point having built up all these coins. So as you can see right now, looking at my coins, I've got 10 million and 3,000. I already have the 10 million there. So far in this video, we have built up a balance of 3,000 coins, which is very, very nice. And as I said in the intro, I think by the time we finish this, I think we have 6,000. But if you do it a little bit more efficiently than I did in this video, simply because I was at the capture event, the market wasn't fully functional, you can get up towards 8,000 coins. And for the start of Ultimate Team, guys, 8,000 coins can get you so far. So there you can see I completed Chemistry King. You do get a silver reward for the previous objective that I did complete. And then after this pack that we're opening now, we are opening up a gold pack. So plenty of silver packs being opened in this video, guys, as the silver pack is a really popular reward for the objectives. So it wasn't too bad of a player there. We do open up this gold pack next. I can't actually remember who we get. Let me see who this is. Okay, no, absolutely. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. Next objective we do want to complete then, guys, is to sell a player. So you can see here I'm listing a player on the transfer market. Again, you could probably just do it with a bronze player. As the market wasn't functioning at the event that I was at the capture event, I did just go ahead and list anyone because I knew it wouldn't sell. So next up then, building chemistry. You need to gain some, I think we need to get up to 90 chemistry here. Yes, get your chemistry rating to at least 90. So this was a little bit of a challenge. I was trying to go for as many Argentinians in the squad as possible. And then you can see here I'm taking David De Gea out and I was putting in one of the Argentinian goalkeepers that I did previously get in one of the packs. I'm not using any of the players in this video, guys, that EA had given me. So that was 90 chemistry done. That does give us a mixed contract pack. Again, once your players start running out of contracts, those contract packs are going to become very, very useful as your club will start getting stacked with contracts. First exchange then, we are going to be having to complete our first squad builder challenge, which is really interesting actually. You only have to complete one of them, by the way, guys. You don't have to complete all three, and all you have to do for that is just submit a bronze player, which is absolutely easy, and we get a gold reward pack for that. So we've got a bronze reward pack and a gold reward pack. You're submitting a bronze player in return for a gold pack in return for a bronze player, which is absolute bargain at the start of Ultimate Team. You never know, if your luck's in, guys, you may get something absolutely amazing in your packs. You can see here, unfortunately, we don't get a board and we get Trossard, the Belgium left midfielder. However, 76 rated with 83 pace, he doesn't look too bad for a starter squad. 83 pace, well, pace at the beginning of Ultimate Team is always crucial, because if you come up against a team that's 10 times quicker than yours, you are going to struggle. So we've jumped into another game there to complete some more starter objectives. We pick up a 2-0 win there. We're just doing that in squad battles. Squad battles was the actual objective that we were trying to complete. Previously in the video, I was just doing squad battles just because it was an offline game mode and I didn't want to play it online just in case we lost. So premium gold pack you actually get for completing that chapter. I believe that is chapter number 4, or was that chapter number 5? I think there are 5 chapters. We get Balbuena. That isn't actually too bad. The West Ham centre back, 80 rated. He's only got 61 pace, but an 80 rated player. You can see me there just throwing them all into the club, and then those guys are actually on my transfer list. So that, guys, is going to wrap things up for this video. The best possible way to start your FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. Make sure to get all of those starter objectives complete, because you can get yourself up to 8,000 coins, and you can actually, if your pack luck is in, you would be able to get something decent in those packs if you're super lucky. Unfortunately, in my packs, they weren't terrible, but we didn't get anyone that was too impactful when we're jumping into our squad. Hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, make sure to smash that thumbs up. Every support on this video is absolutely greatly appreciated. If you are new around here as well, guys, make sure to hit that subscription button. Expect a new FIFA 19 video every 2 hours for the rest of today. Guys, hope you have enjoyed this video, and until the next one, I'll be speaking to us later. Take care.